Monday morning, and we're in the shed. I was thinking this morning, as we all are, we're always thinking, aren't we? We're always in our thoughts. That's all we do. We're thought creatures. I was looking at motivation over the last couple of days. I've spoke about it, and it's what happens when we lose motivation. What are the driving forces behind losing motivation? We've got a project, we've got a plan, and we don't get our desired outcome. What's happened there? What's allowed that to happen? It can be external influences upon us. It can be life in general, because life's not always like that. Life is very up and down, and sometimes we have to give more attention and more time to things outside of ourselves, because that becomes a priority, and we need to give more focus and more energy to that, especially if in families, you know. And again, just what life fetches to us, and we have to respond, and we have to be there for certain situations and for people, and so rightly, you know, that's us being human, that human part of ourselves. You know, there's not just us in the world, so we've got to give again that time and that energy. So, you know, working too hard, you know, that can have an impact on your motivation. That can stop you from being successful. Knowing that it's okay to take time out. So, for instance, I've had a hard week last week, hard week over the weekend, training wise. I'm not so much working with people, because I don't find that hard. Because when I'm working with someone, I'm working on myself, so that's quite pleasurable and quite resourceful for me. So I'll link it into training. People can link this into other aspects of their life, and taking time out, doing something different, recharging them batteries, then to pick up again your task, what you want to keep doing. Refusing to be flexible. You've got to have flexibility in there. It's okay being driven and keep going. But again, sometimes things become mundane, day in, day out. Certain times when you do things, it's good to move the times. And it's like this morning, I should be training this morning. I'm going to train this evening. I'm giving myself that flexibility. Expecting results straight away, same day results. You know, sometimes when we're creating new things and developing what we want to develop in life, new concepts and different businesses, if you like, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, it takes persistence. So not expecting it straight away, having some patience. And when you're having some patience and working, you're growing. So depending on how you look at it, is depending on what the responses you get back to yourself. Don't focus on the mistakes. Do not focus on the mistakes. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. Think about how you want it to be. Again, do not focus on the mistakes, because that just keeps you in there. You know, years ago, footballers and sports people used to watch what they were doing wrong over and over again. You keep watching what you're doing wrong, you're going to keep doing it wrong. If you don't like what you're doing, do something different. Focus on how you want it to be done. Focus on that outcome. See yourself in that outcome. That's what it's about. And again, I've given you about 3 or 4 reasons there, but the 4th one, don't focus on the mistakes. You know, be solution focused, what needs to happen. That's where you need to be with it. That's where you need to be. So you've had me now for 8 days in the shed talks. I'm going to leave you alone for a few days now, just let you mull over some things that we've spoke about. Food for thought, that's what it's about. If you can take it on board, that's absolutely fantastic. If you can't, that's okay as well. Absolutely okay. You either do or you don't, and I'm quite happy either way. It's just something, again, maybe useful. Okay, catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.